June 22nd, 1938, the whole world cheers as American boxer Joe Louis KOs his German rival Max Schmeling. Louis's win signifies not only a triumph in the boxing ring, but a stunning victory for the United States and its allies over Hitler and the Nazis. But what happens after the bell has rung and the lights go out? Our next guest, Dayron Jackson, will answer that question when he plays the role of Joe Louis in the jazz opera Shadowboxer for Center Stage's Play Lab series. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Well, now, are you excited about playing this seminal American figure?
I actually really am, because this is the first time I'll be playing an historical figure, and on top of that, a black historical figure. So and to see that interpreted in a format of theater that I'm involved in.
Okay. I'm
bad with words sometimes.
No, you're not. Well, we'll talk about your wordsmith in a little bit. But so full disclosure here, I'm involved in this production, and so I had a chance to hear you sing. You auditioned with there were over 50 people who auditioned for the jazz opera. And so I'd love to give our viewers just a little sneak preview of this incredible voice that you possess. So we're gonna have our beautiful Steinway G here in the, there you go. Give us just a little excerpt on opera.
All right, this is from Vous qui faites l'endormi from Faust by Charles Gounod. Ne donne un baiser, mamie, que la bague doit. Ne donne un baiser, mamie, que la bague doit. Que la bague doit.
Okay, so for people who don't know that opera, that laugh is something that you're not improvising. That's written into the score. Okay.
That's part of the music. I didn't just find the music so hilarious.
Okay, all right. So also, you know, you have this beautiful operatic voice, but you have another focus in your music. Tell me about that and demonstrate it, please.
So growing up, I was really into rap music, and as I grew up, I decided to start doing it myself.
Okay, so give us just a little excerpt.
Okay, this is from one of my albums, Polarity Switch, in which I am joking on commercial rappers and things like that. So it goes. This is just the chorus. Oh, really? You're the best that no one can defeat? Oh, really? You're a gangster and you carry heat? Oh, really? You're a drug dealer who doesn't think it's wrong to confess all of your crimes in a song? Oh, really? You're a pimp who gets any girl you want? Oh, really? You have cash that you like to flaunt? Oh, really? You got designer clothes galore? Okay, now tell us something that we haven't heard before.
Okay, so we talk of you being a wordsmith. Obviously, text is really important to you.
Yes.
And so in this opera about Joe Louis, we have a wonderful librettist. This is a new work. The composer, the librettist are going to be there working with you as you kind of workshop this, correct?
Yes, and that's, I don't know if you had a question.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
Did you just, I feel like I'm just taking over like, yes, I really like doing that. No.
Well, you're Joe Louis, right? That's your strong personality.
The braggadocious, yes.
No. So how do you feel about being part of this whole production, working with Center Stage and the great director, Leon Major, who's coming in to stage it?
I feel it, as an opera, a person who's studying opera and has studied it for the last 8 years, it's so interesting that you read about Claudio Monteverdi and you read about Puccini.
People who are no longer living.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly. Yeah. And you read about how they made the operas and how they work with the librettists and how they're getting angry at the librettists and all this energy and stuff that's happening. And you know, at first, when you're first introduced to it, it's just like, oh, here is this thing that's existing. You have to do it. And then, you know, as we go through classes, we have to read about them, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. Like, it wasn't just set in stone like we think most of history as. Like, these are these are set events that happen. People got angry about certain things. People walked out on operas. People, you know, were impassioned by it. People.
Well, so speaking of opera being timely then and being relevant to today, Shadowboxer is, even though this took place back in the 1930s, there's a lot going on with racial issues, particularly in Baltimore. So this really speaks to a lot of what people are thinking about here in the area.
Yeah. And I think what's really interesting about doing a show that focuses on Black history, and because it is American history, It isn't like, here's Black history happened, and then
No.
the rest of history happened.
And the reason you say that is Joe Louis, because I've studied this a bit, is the first African American to be totally embraced by all of the United States, both Black and white folks. Yeah.
And so what I like about this is that, you know, I mean, the truth of the matter is most Americans are white, but, you know, Black history, even though we're maybe like 50% of the population, it's still a very integral history. And I love it when we can, you know, have these stories introduced still.
Right, and it will start a lot of discussion. So we encourage everyone to come out. We are really looking forward to you, along with a cast of another 24 singers. It's a spectacular piece. You are going to be spectacular in it, so we look forward to it. Thanks, Darren.
So.
Thanks. So mark your calendar. It's May 13th, 14th, and 15th for the staged readings of Shadow Boxer, part of the Center Stage Play Lab series. You can go online to Center Stage and find out all the details. And while you have your calendar open, as a matter of fact, here are some more ideas.